Hey y'all, hey. Alrighty. I think we're good. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Okay, this is perfect. I can see y'all. Let me see if I can see the comments. Make sure I can see the comments. Okay, I can see the comments. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. Alright. Let's see. Hey y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Okay, perfect. I can see the comments now, so everything is good. Now we're about to start. Okay. Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Yancy, and today we're in the kitchen. This is our second week in the kitchen, okay? So, y'all be saying I don't cook anymore, but I'm cooking, y'all. I'm cooking. Today we had a special request from the kitties, so we're going to be making it today. Welcome back. I have transplanted a lot of things regarding, but there's still more to transplant, and we might be doing that. I will be doing that with you guys probably tomorrow morning on live, so we'll do it together. So stay tuned for that. But today, we're going to be cooking some peanut butter soup for the kitties. They love peanut butter soup. I know it is really hot outside, but you can never go wrong with some soup. It is a very delicious, very savoring, very like warm, make you want to hug someone type of food that we're cooking today. Okay, I've cooked this before on here, but some of you that may be new, welcome. Okay, and then for some of you that are not new, hang out with me as we cook this again. All right. So let me know in the comments where you're watching from, and would you try this, or what you got growing in your garden? This will be a little bit of a garden to table because I do have some things that I will be adding into this soup that's coming straight from the garden, and y'all about to find out the ingredients. Okay. So let me know where you're watching from. Come along. Let's get started so that this can go as quick as possible. All right, y'all. So let me show you guys what we're doing. Okay, let's see. Say hi back. Hey y'all, say hi back if you're joining the chat. Say hi back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so of course, y'all know the main ingredient to the peanut butter soup is peanut butter. Okay, now make sure, I always tell you guys whenever I make this, I tell you guys to make sure you're getting real peanut butter. I got this from the African store. It says ground nut paste, creamy peanut butter. Real peanut butter has oil on top, and it's not thick. It's very easy to scoop. As a matter of fact, it might start dripping. It's very liquidy, and it's not like a paste. Okay, so make sure y'all using some real peanut butter. Okay, in y'all soup. Okay, and then as we go along, I will just share all of the ingredients that I will be using with you guys, but this is where the garden to table coming in. I went to harvest some herbs from the garden, so we're going to be adding some rosemary. I got some rosemary, and then I got like two types of basil. I got the purple basil, and I also have like regular basil. Now the basil, all of the herbs that we will be adding to this really changes the game of the flavor of your soup. So you want to make sure you're adding a ton of herbs. I'm also going to be adding some oregano. Y'all know I got that huge oregano bush. And of course, I need to use some of it. So I'll be using some fresh oregano. And then I'm using parsley as well in this. And all of this is from the garden. Hey. All right, y'all. And then as far as protein, I will share with you guys what proteins that I am using today. But of course, you can use the protein of your choice. You don't have to use the same one I'm using, okay? but use what you like. But today I'll be using some seafood as well as some I'll be using some seafood as well as some, like, turkey and things like that. But I'll share as we go along. I will share with you all of the things that I'm using. Okay, and please, y'all, go ahead and like the stream, share it so that more people can join us. We're gonna have fun today. Oh yes, we will be making fufu from scratch. We will be making our own fufu from scratch because we will be having this with some fufu, and we're going to be making it from scratch. Okay, I can't wait to make it with y'all because this is going to be a trial and error. I hope it goes well, but we're going to figure it out. Okay. Let me know where you're watching from in the comments. If you're joining us, let me know where you're watching from. Okay. All right, y'all. So I already told you guys some of the meats that I'll be using. So I have some chicken feet. Yes, I eat chicken feet. Hey, y'all. As you guys are joining, hey. Love your videos. Oh, thank you so much, Elsie. Welcome, everybody. Let me know where you guys are watching from, okay? Let me know where you guys are watching from. And don't forget to like the stream. Y'all, I'm cooking chicken feet. I know some of y'all are afraid of chicken feet. I promise you it's not gonna bite, it's not gonna grab you, none of that. I'm also gonna be using some smoked turkey wings. Y'all know I love me some smoked turkey, and I'm using the wings. And then I'm using some smoked fish. So this is the smoked barracuda fish. I will be using that. I love smoked fish. Y'all know I love cooking with smoked fish. Now, I am Liberian, so we cook with a lot of different proteins in our food. So y'all are about to see a whole y'all about to see the entire animal kingdom except for red meat. We don't eat red meat in this house, so but we eat a lot of seafood. So I will be adding some crabs. Y'all see I already spiced the crab, I already seasoned it. It's been marinating for overnight. And this is tripe. I guess this is the only part of the red meat that's gonna be added, but this is some tripe. I don't really care for tripe, but my husband loves it, so I'll be adding that. And then we will be adding some fish, and like some fresh fish. So we got the smoked fish, and I'll be adding some fresh fish. This fish is what is that fish called, child? It's like it's gonna come back to me. I can't remember which fish this is, but it's fresh fish. It's a very common fish. It'll get back to me. But yes, we'll be using fresh fish, and then I will be adding some okra at the top. I'm gonna boil some okra for those who want to eat it. I'm just gonna boil it in there and put it on the side for people, that want to add okra. Mostly me and my husband. The kids, they're not gonna care about the okra, but I love having okra in there. But yes, so these are the proteins. It's quite a lot. We're not gonna be using all of it, but that's what we're using in our soup today. Okay, so first thing first, we are about to watching from America. Yes, what part of America? I'm in America. That's not branzino. It's not branzino. I love branzino though. I would never put branzino in this only because it breaks up easily. This fish doesn't break up too easily, so that's why I'm using it. What's the fish name? I buy this fish all the time, and now I'm blanking out. I can't remember what the name of the fish is. That is so crazy. All right, so I am going to, first thing first, I am going to, my meat has already really been washed, but I am going to just rinse it some more. Like the turkey, I'm going to rinse the turkey, and we're going to steam the turkey. I'll show you guys because I didn't marinate the turkey overnight with everything else. I took it out this morning. But everything we're cooking today, like meat-wise, it doesn't take a long time to cook. So this is going to be a very quick soup. Now, of course, when it comes to, how long something may take to cook is based on the kind of meats that you're cooking. And it's based on the kind of meat you're cooking. I'm not cooking like any serious kind of tough meat. I'm not cooking anything like oxtail and a goat meat or anything like that. I'm not cooking any of that. So the cooking time is not going to be long. You said North Carolina in the house. Is that chicken feet I see? It sure is. It sure is some chicken feet. Do you like chicken feet? Whenever I'm like cooking chicken feet and stuff like that, I always get interesting comments. It's so funny. And for those of you that are watching, definitely keep it cute in the chat, because if it's not part of your culture, that's okay. Just don't, just keep it cute or you're going to get blocked, okay? All right, y'all, let's go ahead and add some onion. This is garlic, but we're going to also add some onion powder in there as well. So we're just going to season this up. And then we're going to let it steam. This is some cilantro. We're just going to put a ton of herbs in here and just some different spices and things like that. Okay. Now, I've been going live like almost, I feel like I went live almost every day this week. So, and it was in the garden. So I was like, you know what? Since my kids are requesting this to eat, why not, you know, make that our live for Sunday. And I get to go live a little earlier so that they could be able to eat a little earlier. Now, I love putting thyme in my soup. I wish, this is the dried ones. I wish I had like the fresh one. I love the fresh thyme. I killed my thyme plant because I try to move it into somewhere bigger and I messed with the roots too much and it was not happy. So I have to start some new thyme. And I have to start a new thyme plant, which is really sad because thyme takes a long, you know, herbs take a long time to grow. But it was a really good sized thyme plant too. I tried to put it in like a bigger container so it can get bigger and stuff, but I guess I ruined it. But I love cooking with fresh thyme. Love it, love it, love it. For some of you guys that are watching, continue to let me know where you're watching from, and let me know like where you're from. Are you American? Are you African? Are you Caribbean? Where are you from? Like, what's your culture? Okay, let me know you're from, and let me know if you guys eat what we're making today. Okay, this is some country onions, and we're gonna add a little bit in here for it to steam with the food, and then we're also gonna add a little bit in it later. So I love country onions. I love the taste of it inside of the food. You can find country onions in the international store. I'm not able to look at your comments right now, so if y'all commenting, when I'm done doing this, I'll check it out. All right, y'all. This is spicy, so be very gentle with it. If you're gonna purchase some, this is Cameroonian pepper. I love Cameroon pepper. Not only is it spicy, the flavor is amazing. It just adds a wonderful flavor to the food. Love it, love it, love it. All right. I am now going to stir it all up. Okay. I know this looks like it's a lot of spices and stuff. It's totally fine. It's gonna equal out after we add the water because we're cooking soup. All right, so this is how I steam. This is how I marinate my meats that I did not marinate overnight. So I just cover it up and put it on like medium to high heat and let it like steam for about like 10 minutes. And then what that does is just whatever seasonings that I have in there, it traps it inside of the food. All right, so now that we got that going, let's go ahead and prepare our base for our peanut butter soup. Ooh, I see Dominica in the chat. Okay. Do you guys eat something similar? Who eat chicken feet? I do. Is that? Yes. LOL, I can say that I like chicken feet. Bro, for sure. And you know, chicken feet is really, really good for you. It has a lot of collagen. You know, it's really, really good for you. Don't knock it till you try it. If you like the broth, you're gonna like the feet. All right, y'all. So here is another main ingredient. So over here, I have some onions, red bell pepper, tomatoes, and ginger. And I'm also going to add garlic. So all of this, I roasted it in the oven on 400 for about 30 minutes. So what that does is it roasts the veggies, and it also helps dehydrate the tomatoes. Like, you know, a lot of the veggies that have a lot of water content, it helps dehydrate it, so your cooking process is not too long. And you know, it adds a lot of flavor because it was roasted. So go ahead and roast your veggies, and then you don't have to roast your veggies. This is just something that I do. So it's totally up to you what you would like to do, okay? But I like to roast my veggies. So we're going to go ahead and blend it. This is going to be the base of our peanut butter soup. Okay, let me get the blender ready. And y'all see I added Cameroon pepper. I am also going to add some habaneros in there as well. So it's not just going to be peanut butter pepper. I mean, it's not just going to be Cameroon pepper. I'm going to also add some habaneros. And the habaneros are from my garden. This is one of the bags of the habaneros from my garden, and I still have a ton more that's filled up. So, and I'm growing more this year. Can y'all believe it? I'm going to just do one. This time, it's not even one. That's like half, because these habaneros are real spicy, and I already added some Cameroon pepper, and it's spicy, so I'm going to just do one of those. All right, let's get started on blending our veggies. Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Thank you guys for liking the stream. Continue to like the stream. Thank you. Share it if you can. I appreciate it. Let me get some garlic. So I cook with a ton of dry herbs, as well as a ton of fresh herbs. All the flavors gonna be nice and mixed in there. It's gonna be real nice. Oh, thank you guys. All right, let's go ahead, because we're gonna add some of this to the pot on the fire. Just add a little bit of water so that it could blend easily. We're gonna add some of this base that's on the fire. I'm gonna add some to it, and then we're gonna use the other one. All right. How are you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy new week. Oh my goodness. Where are my New Yorkers at? Y'all doing y'all thing. So y'all see me blending this, but you don't have to blend it. You can actually use a food processor. If you like your soup like a little bit chunkier, if you like your veggies to be, you know, a little chunkier in your soup, you can use a food processor and do it that way instead of using a blender. So it's totally up to you. Are you guys done planting all your stuff in the garden? If you are, I'm jealous of you. I am jealous of you if you are done planting all your stuff in the garden. I still have a ton of peppers that I need to transplant. But for the most part, you know, I would say I have everything that I am growing this year is, I have majority of them transplanted. So like I'm still going to be able to get some harvest from those. While even though I haven't transplanted the rest of these other things yet, at least I'm still going to be able to get harvest from the other stuff. I'm just trying to get all of the things up in here. All right. Okay, let's add some garlic in here. Y'all, one of my favorite thing about peanut butter soup is tasting the garlic and the ginger. I love tasting the garlic and the ginger in the soup. I don't know what it is about ginger. I just love being able to taste it in the peanut butter soup. Uh-oh. This might be too much liquid. That's a little bit too much. Continue to let me know where you guys are watching from in the chat. Alright, we're going to add this inside of the pot. Actually, we're not going to add this one. We're going to add this one in the pot. Let's go ahead and add it in there. All right. Ooh, that's spicy. Alright, let's cover it and let it continue doing this thing. We're going to add water in there very soon. So over here, we're about to get our peanut butter ready. Okay. Thank you guys for liking the stream. I appreciate you. Continue to like the stream. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're a gardener, what zone are you in? What are you growing this year? What are you growing this year? All right. What are you guys growing this year? Let me know what you're growing this year. Alrighty. So let's go ahead, get our peanut butter ready. I'm going to use this bowl. And it's totally up to you the amount of peanut butter you use. The amount of peanut butter you use is going to be based on the thickness of the soup. Okay, so let me show y'all what your peanut butter should look like. You see this? You see how it's coming out? Your peanut butter should be doing that, okay? That's real peanut butter. Your peanut butter should have a ton of oil on top, because peanut butter is a very oily plant. That's a lot of peanut butter, but my kids like it. So the first scoop was just fine. By the way, this does not taste like peanut butter. The soup will not taste like peanut butter. For some of you guys that are wondering if the soup is going to taste like peanut butter, it's not. Like, not at all. It's just going to have a very savory taste. That's what the peanut butter does. It makes the soup like very smooth and velvety and just very like warm and comforting. It will not taste like peanut butter, so don't worry about that. That's why it's really important to get like real peanut butter, because real peanut butter is like the peanut butter that I just showed you guys. It doesn't have any preservatives. The preservative is the oil that comes at the top of the peanut butter, and it's not gonna have like any sugar or anything like that. It's like raw, not raw, but it's roasted. So the roasted peanut is made with like roasted peanuts, and that's what you want. You want that roasted peanut butter, like very well roasted. I'm gonna add some of this tomato base that we just blended, and then we are going to pretty much, you want to get the peanut butter like mixed very well before you put it in the soup, just so it's not like chunks of it inside of the soup. You want to get it mixed very, very well. Okay. I probably should have just mixed it in there. I think I might have poured it all in there and mix it. This bowl is too small. All right, I'm gonna mix it in here. The bowl is too small. Not to rinse. This is much better. Much better to be able to mix. So you just want to mix, the peanut butter in. You can mix it in water or this mix that we made. Just make sure it's nice and smooth before you go and cook it. And by the way, this is just one of the ways to make this soup. People make it in so many different ways. I make it in different ways as well. This is just one of the easiest ways for me when I want to like make this go fast. So, okay, our meat is cooking. Perfect. We're going to add the rest of the other meats very, very soon. Very, very soon. I want to use a bigger whisk, because that little one is tiring my hands. Much better. So what's going on? Where are you watching from? Let me know where you're watching from. I am in Maryland, zone 8A, 8B. If you're a gardener, I am growing a ton of stuff. Oh my goodness. If y'all have not seen the latest video I posted a video today showing you guys how I grow my huge, juicy cantaloupes. Y'all might want to watch that if y'all trying to grow cantaloupes, or if you do grow cantaloupes. I have a ton of tips if you've already transplanted, or even if you haven't. I have a ton of tips on making sure that your plant stays healthy during the summer, and basically how to maximize on the small space that you may be growing it in. And yeah, how to get your fruits nice and big and juicy. So I posted that video today. It's a good watch. Y'all should absolutely watch it. And comment in the comments and let me know like what you think, and let me know if you grow melons and would you consider growing it the way I grow it. I'm from Elk Ridge, Maryland. Ooh, okay. Hey, neighbor. Hey, neighbor. Did you come to the garden workshop I hosted last month? I'm hosting another garden workshop in August. And it's going to be an herb and tea garden workshop. You guys going to be growing herbs. The last garden workshop that I did last month, you guys grew peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, melons, all of the things. And I had some herbs there as well. All right, so we are done with mixing our, we're done with mixing our, whatchamacallit? We're done with mixing our peanut butter. So that's going to be the mix we add to the soup. Now I'm just going to chop up these herbs. And then I'm about to chop up the cassava and stuff because I got to start boiling it so we can make the fufu while the soup is cooking. Oh, water in the house. Hey, neighbor. I have a lot of neighbors on here today. Hey, y'all. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for joining me. Oh my gosh, thank you. Somebody sent me a gift. Who is that? Let's see. Tony Vaughn. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the gift, Tony. Thank you so much for the gift. Shout out to Tony for the gift. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, I have a lot of neighbors in here today. All right, y'all. So, got the oregano and stuff. I'm just going to drop it in the soup like that. I'm going to drop the oregano and I'm going to drop the rosemary in the soup like that. At the end, after like it softens, I will remove it and get the stems off. But I'm just going to drop it in the soup like that right now. I'm just going to drop it in there. I'm going to drop it in the pot right now. And then everything else, I am going to chop up. I'm just going to put that in the soup. And then I'm going to chop up the rest of the veggies. So if you're just now joining, I have oregano, rosemary, parsley, and I have 2 different types of basil that we're going to be adding to our soup. The basil is what put the soup on another level. It increases the flavor. I just can't explain to you what a basil does, but I mean all the herbs do what it needs to do, but the basil really be doing its thing, okay? The basil really does its thing. Really does its thing. Where else you guys watching from? Let me know in the comments. Let me know where else you guys are watching from. I would drop the basil in there, you know, with the leaf like that. You guys don't have to chop up your herbs if you don't want to. You can literally just put it inside of your soup like that. But because I have children and they're very anal about, you know, how certain things look in their food, they won't eat it. If they see like big old leaves and stuff like that in there, they're not gonna eat it. So I like to chop, you know, I mean, as far as like the parsley or cilantro or whatever you decide to add, you could definitely chop those up. But like the basil, you could just drop the basil leaves inside of the soup like that. You don't have to chop it up. But oh my gosh, this smells so amazing, Lord. Ooh, I love gardening season, man. Gardening season, you just have so many like fresh veggies and things like that, you know, for your food. I love it. Love gardening season. This year I'm considering bringing some of my herbs inside of the house during the winter. I mean, like the ones that are not winter hardy, I'm thinking about, you know, growing them inside the house just so I could have fresh herbs all the time. I actually have this, I can't remember what it's called, But Vigo Garden sent me this thing to like grow microgreens in the house. I'm gonna see if it's gonna work for herbs. If it works for herbs, oh my gosh, that's gonna be so amazing. So amazing. Yes, that's my plan. I'm going to try to bring some of, like, you know, the ones that I now went to already. So things like rosemary and oregano, they're winter hardy. So I don't ever have to worry about it. They come back every year. So, but you know, things like, you know, everything else, like what we just used just now, those things, they go to seed quick. They do not like the cold. They do not like the cold at all. All right, y'all. Let's come add the other meats into the pot, and then we're gonna get started with cooking our fufu. We're gonna get started with cooking our fufu, honey. Honey. Gonna cook our fufu. These are our fufu ingredients. I cannot wait to see how this is gonna turn out like. It's about to be real interesting, y'all. I'm talking about like the fufu. You know, making my own fufu. It's gonna be real interesting. All right, let's come and add everything else in here for our soup. Okay. The soup smells incredible. Like the herbs, oh my God. Like I love cooking with herbs. I really love cooking with herbs, y'all. It's like, man, the aroma is amazing. Amazing. All right. We're gonna add like, because this has boiled. Let me see. This is boiled for a long time. Because the issue that I'm having here is that I don't need to put like the seafood and things like that in it right now. Only because, you know, seafood cook really quickly. So I don't need to add, you know, the seafood and stuff like that in it right now. So I'm just gonna add chicken feet cook really quickly as well. So I'm just gonna add the chicken feet. Oh shoot, I forgot we have tripe. I need to add the tripe in here. And I'm gonna add like this fish in there. I'm gonna add this bone in there just so I can get the broth from the bone, but I'm gonna remove it afterwards. So I'm gonna add the fish, and then I'm gonna add the tripe, and then we'll add the seafood later. This fish is yummy. All right, we're gonna add the tripe. I'm gonna add those as well. So whenever you're cooking like fish in soup, you want that to be like one of the last things that you add, because you have to be stirring the soup, and you don't want to stir the soup too much where it breaks the fish up. And then, because if the fish breaks up in the soup, you're gonna have a problem with bones. Alright, I think I added enough tripe in here. I think the tripe is good. Remove that crab, remove that fish. Oh, the fish is croaker. I just thought about it. The fish is croaker, y'all. It's croaker. The fish is croaker. Croaker fish, it will still break in the food, but it does not break as easily as other fishes. So it doesn't break as easily. All right. Add the okra. Now we can add the rest. We're gonna add the peanut butter. Because we want that peanut butter to cook in the soup. The peanut butter mix, we want it to cook in the soup very, very well. So we're gonna add that now. Go ahead, we're gonna add some water. We're gonna add a lot of water right now. Just remember, you will get blocked if you come on here acting ignorant. Okay. The block button is my favorite button on social media. I don't know why people torture themselves with letting people, you know, say negative things in their comments. I will block you with a heartbeat, because on this channel we like to cultivate a positive atmosphere and we like to respect other people's cultures. Okay, thanks. All right, we're gonna let this boil for a little bit and then we'll add the rest of everything else. This is really good. And it's not as spicy as I would like, so I might be adding some more Cameroonian pepper. It's spicy, but it's not as spicy as I would like. I want it to be a little bit more spicier. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alrighty. We're gonna let that boil for a while. Let's come try to get our fufu together. We're gonna let that boil for maybe like 20 minutes and then we're gonna add the rest of everything else in here. Peanut butter soup is what we're cooking. Thank you, Fatima. The okra, damn, it's bedtime now and I miss my Guyanese and mama's food. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the flow state. Thank you. Who that? Why peanut butter? What does it do? I really suggest that you watch this, that you rewind it. The soup we're making is called peanut butter soup, and it's made with peanut butter amongst with like other herbs and tomatoes, peppers, and things like that. It does not taste like peanut butter, but the peanut butter makes the soup very savory, very smooth, and like velvety, and very comforting. So you won't taste the peanut butter at all, but the soup is called peanut butter soup. So yes, that's what you saw me add. But I promise it does not taste like peanut butter. If it tasted like, if you guys have ever had peanut butter soup and it tastes like peanut butter, that is disgusting. I promise you they did not make it right. They did not make it right if they made it taste like peanut butter. I'm watching from the UK. You are so blessed, beautiful lady. Keep on thriving. Oh, thank you so much, Fatima. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's new to me. Looks delicious. Absolutely. Who that? Your name is so funny. You should absolutely try it. It's very easy. If you're not allergic to peanuts, of course. It does not taste like peanut butter. And you could drink the soup by itself, But in my culture, we eat it with fufu, rice, or you can drink it by itself. In the Ghanaian culture, they eat theirs with like rice balls, and what is it called? Ugh, I forgot what it's called. The rice balls, the soup with the rice balls. I forgot. They have a name for the meal, but I'm Liberian, and we eat ours with fufu or rice. And I know Ghanaians eat theirs with like rice balls. So we will be attempting to make our own fufu from scratch because I'm sick and tired of not really knowing if we're purchasing fufu from the store. I saw this lady go in the African market and she purchased pounded yam, which is a main fufu that Nigerians eat. And pounded yam is supposed to be made with yam powder. And when she went to look at the ingredient, majority of the powder was made with potatoes. So it's like, are you really eating pounded yam or are you eating pounded potatoes? And I do not like potatoes. And those in their pounded yam, they're so expensive in the store. So the fact that they are over here selling us, giving us like something that's not really it's not even 100% yam. Majority of it is potatoes, and you're still charging that much money for it. I think it's so not only is it ridiculous, but it's also very misleading, and I will not be supporting that brand anymore because the majority of it is potatoes and we were paying for yams. And that's why a lot of the food don't really taste right. It don't taste the way they said. It don't taste like what it's supposed to be, what it says on the package. That's not what it tastes like because they're over here substituting stuff, using different ingredients and then still charging you for the same amount that they would charge for the real thing. So we will be making our own fufu today, y'all. Y'all come with me. I have a mortar and mortar pencil. Yes, I'm African like that. When I went to Liberia, I actually brought with me in my suitcase a mortar and mortar pencil, and my mom thought I was crazy for packing something that big in my suitcase. She thought I was playing. I was like, girl, I'm trying to eat the real deal. I'm trying to make my own fufu because I'm so sick of these brands skimming on us, making us feel like, we're paying for one thing and it's not. So can I have some of that chicken foot soup, please? Yes, you can. It's very easy to make. I really, every time I come on here to cook, I try to make the recipe as simple as possible. And to be honest, my recipes are very simple because I don't eat red meat. And in Liberia, if you're cooking a Liberian meal, you are cooking with a ton of red meat, pork, like a whole bunch of different things, in the same pot. But because we don't eat red meat in this house, it makes my cooking very easy because I'm using mostly just seafood and smoked turkey in my cooking. So it makes the cooking process very simple. So when I'm showing it to you guys see that it does not take, very long because of the proteins that I'm using. Now, if you're cooking, if this was like in a traditional Liberian house, where they eat all of those things, this can easily be something that take a couple of hours to make because just from boiling the proteins alone. So if you were putting like oxtails or goat meat or beef or anything like that, or cow foot, which are all of the things that you normally would put in something like this, in a Liberian household, it would take a long time. But because I'm only cooking with seafood and smoked turkey, it makes this process very, very simple. And of course, when you're cooking, like the biggest time when it comes, like the time consuming part of cooking is the prep. So if you prep a lot of your stuff like the day before and you just come and cook, it makes it very, very easy. Prep all your ingredients the day before you're about to cook. So for some of you guys that are wondering, this is cassava. I know Hispanics call it yuca. we're gonna be making our fufu with this, and we're gonna be mixing it with the plantains. So we're gonna make cassava. Yes, yes, this is yuca. I like yuca boiled. They're fried. Tastes good fried. Yep. This is yuca, aka cassava. I could eat this any kind of way. Boiled, fried, baked, roasted. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. But yeah, this is what we are going to be. This is going to be our, what we'll be making our fufu with. I remember when I used to cook cassava, aka yuca, people used to always say, "Oh my gosh, it's poisonous. You're not supposed to eat that. It's poison." And I'm like, what are you talking about? I eat this raw. Like, I totally eat this raw. So I'm assuming that there is a poisonous version of cassava. And I'm like, we've been eating this for centuries, honey. Ain't nobody died yet from eating cassava. So is there like a poisonous cassava root? Also, in Liberia, we eat the leaves from the cassava. So the leaves that grow on top of this root, we eat the leaves as well. Cassava leaves. And it's one of like our staple food in Liberia. And it's one of my kids' favorites. So we eat a lot of greens. So when you're boiling the yuca or cassava for your fufu, you want to remove the stem in the middle. Like, you know, the middle part has like the stem in there. You want to remove it. You just want to remove the middle part, which is pretty much this. Like, y'all see this? Y'all want to remove that. So you don't make cassava leaf and beef. I make cassava leaf, but I don't add beef to it. We don't eat red meat. Is yuca like a potato? Kinda. But I would say yuca is drier than potatoes. Like, yuca is a very dry root. Yuca is like a yam. If you're familiar with yams, it's like yams. I guess you can say they're all kind of in that family of, you know, rooted plants. But yeah, I think it tastes better than potatoes though. I don't like potatoes, so I think it tastes better. Even though, like, you know, it doesn't have like a standout taste or whatever, because it is still kind of bland, like a regular potato, but I think it tastes better. I think I like the flavor profile better than a potato. Like, I don't like potatoes at all. I'm not a big fan of rooted veggies anyway, but I don't really care for potatoes. So you can understand my shock when I found out that a very big, for a lot of you guys that eat pounded yam, y'all know exactly which brand I'm talking about. It is one of the biggest brands that in America, and they sell pounded yam. I'm not going to say their name. I'm not going to put them on blast yet. Because I'm quite upset with their ingredients, and their pounded yams are very expensive. Like, the powder is very, very expensive, and I used to understand why it was expensive, because it takes a very long time for the yams to grow. So I understood. I'm like, you know, it takes a long time for yams to grow, and, you know, like, it takes a lot of work to get yams to grow. So I understand why they were charging so much money, but only to find out that they're being cheap. They're being cheap, and they are scamming us by adding potatoes to the ingredients. So it's like we're eating pounded potatoes. And y'all already know how much I don't like potatoes, so. But yes, y'all. Alright, so we are going to boil this for maybe like 20 to 30 minutes until it gets like soft. Especially the cassava. We want to make sure the cassava is soft enough, and then we're going to make our fufu with that. The soup smells amazing. Okay, amazing. Amazing. I'm gonna have to wash these dishes while the food cook. You know, we gotta clean as we cook, so we don't have a lot of work to do after. As a matter of fact, I'm about to fry some plantains. I have some ripe plantains that need to be fried, so I think I'm about to fry some. While everything is cooking, I'm gonna fry some plantains. Some ripe plantains. I need a bigger pot. This pot ain't gonna cut it. I need a bigger pot. Alright, much better. Gonna get some water in there. This soup is cooking, honey. The soup is not gonna take long to cook, by the way, y'all. And I'm gonna leave a lot of water in the soup. So, by the way, for some of you guys that was asking about cassava, aka yuca, it has a lot of carbs. It has a lot of carbs. And for some of you guys that may not know, they also in Côte d'Ivoire, this is what they use to make acheke. The acheke that looks like couscous, that's what they use to make it as well. For some of you that may not know. So yuca, aka cassava, it has like a lot of uses, and that's why I love the plant. Like, you can literally eat the entire plant. You can eat the root, and you can eat the leaves. I love it. All right, so I got the water, you know, on top of it a little bit, and then we're gonna let it boil for about 20 minutes. And we'll let it boil for about 20 minutes. Get this off the stove. Okay. All right. Okay. So, let's check on our soup. Let's check on our soup. And then we're going to clean up and get ready for everything else. Let me read some of your comments. Hi, Miss Yancy. Hey, Queenie. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? How you doing, girl? Hit that like button. Yes, thank you. Please hit that like button. Just like you. Alrighty. Bye, you. Looks delicious. Thank you. How many people will the food feed? Well, it's 4 of us in the house. Also, I cook in large quantities. We don't eat everything in one day. So if you come from like an African household, you know our food takes a really long time to cook, and so in like a Liberian house, we cook in large quantities because we put some of it in the deep freezer because we might not want to eat the same thing every day. So we cook in large quantities and then put it in the deep freezer for, you know, another time. Maybe you might be craving some soup and I don't have to come and cook it. You know what I mean? So that's why we cook in large quantities. We pack it up, put it in a deep freezer for days that we don't feel like cooking. And based on whatever your cravings are, you know you already have some of it in the deep freezer, and all you have to do is defrost it, because all of our food, like all of our soups and stews, goes with rice or fufu or anything of that sort. And so the only thing we will have to do is cook the rice or the fufu if we need it, and we already have the soup in the deep freezer. We don't, like, when you're cooking African food, that's not something you could cook every day. Absolutely not. Like, you're not about to be I mean, not somebody who you know has a busy lifestyle. If you have a busy lifestyle, that's not something, African food is not something you cook every day, because it takes a long time. It's a full-time job. So whenever I cook in large quantities, so I don't have to cook this again right away, you know. Like right now, we have food in our deep freezer that I could pull out for the kids to eat, and but they wanted soup, and we don't have this in a deep freezer. So I'm cooking just enough to make sure that I don't have to cook this again. So that's why we cook in large quantities. This is to be honest with y'all, this is a small pot. You might be new here, but if you're not new here, you know, you will know that this is a small pot, okay? I have some humongous pots, y'all. Y'all would think that I'm cooking for a party. I'm gonna add some ginger powder in here because I just love the taste of ginger inside of my soup. So I'm gonna add some ginger powder in there. If you're not new here, you know this is a small pot. What are you cooking? What kind of soup? I'm cooking peanut butter soup. I know whenever I say like peanut butter soup, it sounds so gross to some people. Like, what in the world? Peanut butter soup. It don't taste like peanut butter, y'all. I promise. This is some onion powder I'm adding. I'm going to add some garlic powder too. I promise y'all it don't taste like peanut butter. And if it tastes like peanut butter, you didn't do it right. Okay? We're going to add some more country onions. Let me look. And be careful too when you're cooking the soup, you know, it tends to like pop. So just be careful, okay? So it don't pop on you. This is country onions, for some of you guys that are wondering what I'm adding right now. This is country onions. Okay. Country onion is another, I would say an herb, but it's onions, but it's like the really small onions, and it has a very strong flavor. They're like the small onions. And I'm about to add some suya powder. This is suya powder, and suya powder is a mix of different African herbs that they use for suya, aka grilled beef or grilled chicken and grilled turkey. That's what suya is, and the powder is a mix of spices that they use for that particular type of food. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of this Cameroonian pepper, just a little bit, only because it's not as spicy as I would like. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of this chicken bouillon. The reason why I'm adding stuff like this right now is because I intend for the soup to be this much. I don't want it to dry too much. I want it to be a lot of soup. So that's the reason why I am putting so many things in there right now, because I want the final soup to be that much. Okay. Let me put my spices away because we are about to add the other meats, and then we're gonna wash some dishes while we wait. Alright, let me give it a stir. All right, y'all, I'm gonna add some bay leaf. This is bay leaf. Okay. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit more, and then I will add the rest of the meats, just so it doesn't overflow. Actually, I'm about to add the meat right now. I'm gonna add it right now. Don't knock it till you try it, y'all. Ooh, it's spicy. Ooh, it's definitely spicy. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the chicken bouillon. Alrighty. I'm about to add the rest of the meats. Ooh, the pepper got me wanting to sneeze. Alright, it tastes exactly how I wanted it to taste, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my crabs. Then I'm gonna add my crabs, and then I'm gonna add some fish in here. I'm not gonna do too much stirring after I add my fish because we don't want the fish to break up in here. The last time I made something like this, somebody said it looked like gumbo. You want a banana? I'm gonna go ahead and add some fish. Alrighty. I'm gonna lower the stove a little bit so that it doesn't boil over. But yes, if you are commenting saying that pot is too small, yes it is. It's too small. Alrighty. Gonna let it boil. Let's put this meat away. We're gonna put the rest of the meat and stuff away. I hope y'all behaving in them comments. Let me check. Let me see what y'all talking about in here. I'm from Louisiana. You say it doesn't. You say it doesn't look like gumbo. Somebody was saying something like that. Oh, I see the chicken feet. Yeah. Yeah, the last time I made it, somebody was like, it looked like gumbo because I had okra, chicken feet, like I had a bunch of different seafood and stuff like that in there. But it's not, y'all. It's not. It's peanut butter soup. It's called peanut butter soup, but it does not taste like peanut butter. Thank you guys for liking the stream. Please continue to like the stream. If you're just now joining us, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I did drop a video today showing you guys how I grow my big juicy cantaloupes, and I give you guys a lot of great tips on not only how to grow it, but how to keep it alive and how to fight diseases and all of the things. Okay, so if you have not seen that video, make sure you go ahead and watch it after this live. I also have great videos on how to grow your peppers and tomatoes. And, you know, a lot of you guys always wonder how I grow my food and, you know, how it's so successful. So I give you guys all of the tips. I do not gatekeep on this channel because I want all of us to be able to grow our own food. Okay. I still have a ton of peppers and things I need to transplant, and I will continue that tomorrow. Since I'm cooking today, I'm gonna continue tomorrow because by the time I get out there, it's probably gonna be too late to even do any of that. And after this, after you eat this, I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna be knocked out. After you make this and eat it, you are going to be knocked out. Okay, you're gonna be ready to go to bed. Okay, but this is what I usually do. Like, I will marinate like a bunch of meats and then just, you know, keep it in the freezer so the next time I want to cook some, I don't have to go and try to go through the whole process again. Remember, when it comes to African food, when you're cooking African food, the best thing you could do for yourself is to prep. Make sure you prep. Okay, make sure you prep. Like this right here, this is like all seafood and stuff in here. I am going to, if like my daughter, because my kids, they really love soups. They like pepper soup. They like peanut butter soup. They like all kinds of soup. So in an event where they're craving a different kind of soup, I can just go ahead and pull that bag out and make that soup for them. Okay, so I'm about to put this in the freezer for another time. At least I don't have to worry about this. And this is something that's easy to, like, I could just tell my husband, like, look, if you want some soup, just grab this and put it in a pot and cook it, and you're good, okay? You don't have to do nothing extra. So I'm about to put this in the freezer, y'all. And then we're gonna wash some dishes. We're gonna wash some dishes while the food cook. And then, cause the last thing we're gonna do is make the fufu. But the soup is like pretty much good. The only thing I need to add to it is the only thing I need to add to the soup is the herbs. But I'm gonna let this boil for a little bit because I just added the crabs. I just added the crabs and the fish. So I'm gonna let it boil for a little bit so that the crabs and the fish, you know, can do its thing. And then I'm going to, actually I think I'm gonna add the herbs right now. Let it all cook together so it can all be done. So this is our herbs. I mean, I keep saying this is our herbs, but we do have a lot of herbs in here. But this is the basil and the parsley, the fresh parsley. Okay. We're just gonna let it do its thing in there. Oh yes, I forgot. We're about to fry some plantains. Let me get that oil ready. We're gonna fry some plantains. Let me get the oil hot. Let's come fry some plantains so we can eat it with the food. We're just gonna fry. We got these plantains that we are about to fry. What had happened? Where are you guys watching from? Please continue to let me know where you're watching from. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy New Week. Shout out to the New York Knicks. Y'all doing your thing. All the New Yorkers. How y'all doing over there? I know y'all don't know how to act. How y'all doing? Hey, Donzel. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us today. So, I have these plantains. They're ripe. So, I'm just going to fry it because I don't want it to go bad. And for some of you guys that garden, if you like cook plantains and things like that, just remember y'all can make your own fertilizer with these plantain, with the plantain peels. Okay. So what I would do is, like, now that you see I'm about to take off the plantain peeling, what I would normally do is put it in like a bucket of water or in a bottle and soak it with water. You know, let it sit in the water and let it ferment in the water for a couple of days. And I use that to water my plants. They love it. It's a free natural fertilizer, okay? Where Kathy? Oh, hey Kathy. Vancouver, Washington. Hey, Vancouver in the house. So if y'all grow food, remember you can also direct compost with plantain the plantain peels. You can direct compost it into your garden. It doesn't take too long to break down. Okay, I'm actually about to add this to my compost because I already have some banana water going. So I'm gonna add this to my compost. Remember, always give back to nature what you take. And using, banana peels or plantain peels and things like that for compost is actually a great thing to add to your compost. Adds a lot of nutrients to the plants. It's not hard to break down. The plants love it. They love it, okay? I wonder if y'all can hear that music in the background because my neighbors, I don't know if they're having a party or what, but every time the sun shines a little bit, they don't know how to act. They be outside barbecuing and playing music for the whole neighborhood. Our cassava and plantain is cooking. I just need to cook these and fry the plantain, wash the dishes, and then we can make our fufu and you guys can see the final product. I will finally put it all together for you guys today so y'all can see how it goes, because most of the time I'll just cook the soup and let y'all go, but today I'm going to put it all together just so y'all can see the final product. Okay. Alrighty, got our plantains. I'm gonna put some salt in here. Let's see. What are you making? What is a plantain? First of all, I'm making peanut butter soup and fufu, but I'm about to fry some plantain. Plantain is pretty much like green bananas. They're the large. They look like bananas, but they don't taste like bananas. They're not, it's different. It's like a larger banana. But they're all part of the same family. But that's what a plantain is. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt over it. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Okay. Gonna put a little bit of I'm gonna put a little bit of the Cameroon pepper on this so it can be spicy. And y'all know Cameroon pepper is spicy. You don't have to add this, y'all, just so y'all know. if y'all ever wanted to make some fried plantains. But when I tell y'all a little bit of salt and some peppers, I also like to put onions and herbs in the oil that I'm frying my plantain in, because it extracts the flavor from the herbs and the onions and the pepper into the oil, and it goes into the plantain. It tastes so good. It tastes so good, y'all. Alright, let me get this together. Alrighty. Alright, let's come and stir our soup a little bit. It's looking good. What's cooking in the pan? I'm making peanut butter soup, y'all. Peanut butter soup. That's what I'm making. Thanks for liking the stream, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our soup is pretty much ready, y'all. Pretty much ready. I just wanted the crab and the fish to cook good before I turn it off. And make sure the herbs are all up in there. This is good, honey. This is good, honey. Our soup is ready though. But I'm gonna still leave the fire on so it can boil some more. Y'all know fish and crabs don't take that long to cook, so it really just needs to be steamed. It doesn't take that long to cook. If y'all gonna add some fish in here, please be extremely gentle with how you are stirring. Right now, I'm just going at the bottom to make sure nothing is sticking at the bottom. That's what I'm doing right now. So just be very mindful if you decide to add some fish in here, okay? And I'm using the croaker fish because it does not break up as easily as the other fish. I don't like the fish like being broken up in the soup because you don't want to choke on bones. So just be careful with that, okay? Be very, very careful. Well, the soup is ready, y'all. And remember, if it tastes like peanut butter, you didn't make it right. It should not taste like peanut butter. All right, let's see. Let's come fry our plantains. Hello from Colorado. Where are you? Hey, Colorado. This is my first time seeing Colorado in the house. I am in Maryland, zone 8A, 8B. If you're a gardener, that's what I'm telling you, my zone. But I do garden to table. I garden on the channel. We do a bunch of stuff. And I used to cook every Sunday. But then, you know, garden season got real busy. So we was in the garden trenches. So now that I've transplanted a lot of stuff, I'm able to cook on Sundays again. Oh yeah, that oil is ready, honey. That oil is ready. That oil is ready. Oh gosh, please don't boil over. I thought you were making gumbo. I know people always, anytime I'm cooking this, people always think I'm cooking gumbo. I'm like, maybe the ingredients are very similar. Maybe the ingredients are very similar. People always think I'm cooking gumbo. I'm at Casa Bonita. Hey, thank you. I thought you were. Yes, every single time I make this, or anytime I make like pepper soup or anything like that, they always think I'm making gumbo. But I guess the ingredients are very similar, so that's why people think I'm making gumbo. But I'm not making gumbo, y'all. Yeah, I'm about to wash these dishes because we like to keep the kitchen clean while we're cooking so that we don't have a lot of work after, okay? So right now our soup is really ready, and we're just cooking a cassava and so for to make the fufu and then the plantain. So I'm about to wash the dishes and then we're gonna check on the cassava to see if it's ready. I can't wait to be done so I can feed the kitties because I know they are ready to eat. Um, Aiden, you want a banana? Elle, you want a banana?
No.
Do you want a tangerine? Um, just tuned in. What are you making? And it looks delicious. I'm making peanut butter soup and fufu. Are you really at Casa Bonita? We are in Colorado. I have no clue what Casa Bonita is. Trying to understand the Spanish, but I don't know if you're talking to me. You might be talking to me when I wrote that. All right, let me wash these dishes real quick. But yes, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Have y'all planted all your stuff? Have y'all planted all your stuff that you will be growing this season? If you're a gardener, let me know what zone you're in and what are you growing this season. I'm really excited. I'm excited about a few things that I'm growing this season because I'm growing a different kind of watermelon this season. So I am really excited. I also put some seeds down in my cantaloupe bed just because I put some seeds for, what are those small watermelon called? I forgot what the small watermelons, what is it called? Sugar baby. So I put some seeds down for some sugar baby watermelon. I'm gonna see if they grow. I saw a ton of birds in my cantaloupe bed, which means they were eating the seeds at the bottom. So I'm hoping that they didn't find that seed. It's gonna be tragic. I might have to replant a lot of seeds because I have a lot of birds in my backyard and some of them are ravens. I have ravens and orioles. And some other type of birds in my backyard, and somebody was saying on the last live that ravens remember that they're very smart and they remember faces. So I'm scared now. I'm scared to chase them because I don't want them trying to fight me for chasing one of their homies. But I'm growing. So I put some seeds down for sugar baby inside my cantaloupe bed and just to see, how it's gonna turn, if it's gonna work out. And then I am growing this watermelon. I don't know the name. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like yellow in the middle. I'm super excited about that. I really pray that it works out because when I tell you guys the slugs have been eating the leaves of my watermelon plants, they've already killed some of my watermelons. The good thing is I have extra watermelon seedlings that I can put down in the bed. So that's a good thing about it, but they have been eating like the seedlings and stuff like that. So tomorrow I'm going to go assess. I'm going to go assess what's going on in the garden, see what I need to replace. And but that's what I got going on in the garden. I put some seeds down for Swiss chard. I put some seeds down for I think I recorded it. Okra and corn. I put some seeds down for quite a few things. So I'm gonna go ahead and check again and see which one is doing well. I'm gonna go check again and see which one is doing well and which one I need to replace. Because the animals are not playing, y'all. They've been eating all my stuff. They've been eating all my stuff. What you guys got growing? What are you guys growing? Oh my gosh, Queenie. If you're still here, Queenie, are you done transplanting all your stuff in the garden? I know you was transplanting as well. Are you done transplanting also? But to be honest, are you really ever done transplanting? That's a real question for gardeners. Like, are we really ever done, like, planting seeds or transplanting, whatever? It's like every little space you see, you want to put something there. And, yo, I have a feeling that this summer is going to be very, very hot. Just like last summer. I don't know why. I feel like this summer might be a little worse than last summer. And so one of the things that I learned about, like, conserving, you know, like the soil, conserving the water in the soil to make sure that it's always moist. Apart from mulching, you know, mulching definitely helps retain the moisture in the soil. But one of the things that I've learned also is that putting down what's the thing called, like, bed covers. You know, bed covers, like things, planting like covers, things like alyssum, you know, those type of ground cover type of plants, flowers and stuff like that. Or you could just chaotic garden and grow a ton of stuff in the same bed, and when they grow, you know, it's going to protect the plant. It's going to protect the soil because it's not going to give the sun the opportunity to hit the soil directly. So that help keep, you know, moisture in the soil. So I already chaotic plant, so nobody needed to tell me that. I already grow too many things in one area. So, but I intend to just put more seeds down, like to grow more like flowers and things like that in the bed, just so, you know, it can help protect the soil, you know, from the sun, and it also attract a ton of pollinators. Happy Sunday, sister. One second, I can't really see. I gotta zoom into that. Let's see what you saying. Let's see what you saying. Happy Sunday, sister, to you and your family. Thank you. Same to you, Jen. Same to you. Same to you, Jen. Cover the ceilings with a light mesh, like the material used on screen doors, so they are protected, but they are getting sunlight on them to grow. Yeah, I do have those insect netting. I do have some. Do you grow any spinach? Yes, I do grow spinach. I love spinach. I'm trying to grow more, but unfortunately right now, spinach really don't like the heat. So if it's in like a lot of heat, it's gonna bolt. Spinach does not like the heat too much. It's a great early spring kind of plant, but I don't care. I'm gonna try to plant as many seeds as possible and try to grow as many as possible and just harvest it while they're young so they don't go to seed, because I refuse to purchase spinach in the store anymore after learning about all of the different things that they spray the spinach and strawberries with, which essentially is like you're eating poison. So I'm like, I eat a lot of spinach. So if you may not know, I'm like Baron, we eat a lot of veggies and we eat a lot of greens. And spinach is one of those things that we eat a lot. And I purchased a lot of fresh spinach. So especially since especially when I mix smoothies and things like that with spinach also. Apart from cooking the spinach, I also make I like to make my smoothies and add spinach to it. And I'm not purchasing any more spinach from the store, so I'm trying to grow as much as possible. I'm about to dedicate an entire garden bed to spinach because I want a lot of it. And the good thing about spinach is the way I use it, you are able to freeze it. It doesn't need to be used fresh. Like spinach is a good green that you can freeze. If you're wondering, you can freeze it to preserve it. So I'm about to find a bed. I'm really trying to see if I could get like a Vigo Garden elevated raised bed and use that to grow all spinach in it. That's gonna be my plan. I think I'm gonna get that and just grow like a ton of spinach in it. Grow a ton of spinach in it. Let me put y'all. So that's my plan. But yes, I grow a ton of spinach. A ton of it. I turned the stove off under my soup. The soup is ready. So I turned the stove off. But I think I need to go and check on the plantains and make sure that it's not burning. Oh, it's perfect. It is perfect. I'm gonna let it fry some more. I want it to be a little bit darker than this. Am I the only one that like my plantains dark? I like my plantains real dark. Like not burnt, but just dark. Hi, Miss Yancy. That looks good. Thank you. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Happy Sunday. I am growing many herbs. I would love to have a vegetable and fruit garden, but we have so much wildlife that I will only be drawing them to, dang, my home. Yikes. I will stick to herbs. I use them daily. Can you share the recipe for the peanut soup? Yes, you will have to actually rewind this live. You might have to go back to the beginning of this live. I have the entire recipe. Oh, unless you're talking about like writing it out. I have everything. I have the entire process. I have the entire process of making this on this live. So you can go from the beginning. It's not it's not going to be long. And if I have some time this week, I will edit this live and shorten it so that it can have, or put like timestamps on it. I might put timestamps on it. You know what? Next time when I go live, I'm gonna ask people to like put timestamps in the chat, so then at the end I can just go ahead and write the timestamp out for y'all. But the entire recipe is in this video. It's in this live. So when I have if I have some time this week, I will try to shorten this live so you can just get the key points. But it's very simple. Like very, very simple. And I know I have a cooking channel. I started a cooking channel so that I can put like recipes and stuff on there. I just haven't had the time to really sit down and record the recipes for you guys, to edit it. Like the editing is where the problem is, and it's a lot of work, and I don't want to put a lot of work into something that people is not going to watch. It's like a waste of time. So, but I will, once garden season settle down a little bit, I will focus on like my cooking channel and give you guys like real nice recipes and stuff like that. You know, that's well edited and easy to follow. So don't think I forgot about that Miss Yancy cooking page. I didn't forget. I just haven't had the time to fully, record and edit I really think, I think the cassava is ready. I think the cassava and the plantains are ready. So I'm about to turn the stove off and take it out so we can get started. I'm about to be done rinsing the dishes. So, I'm done rinsing this all up. I just love like washing the dishes and getting it out of the way, so we don't have like a ton of dishes at the end. I have a ton of dishes at the end, because that's the worst part. It's like you be done cooking and you're starving, all you're thinking is like, oh my God, I gotta wash, I gotta clean up. So if you clean as you go, you don't have a lot of work at the end. Only thing you have to worry about is washing the pots after you take the food out of it. I'm about to, the plantain should be ready. The fried plantain should be ready, so I'm about to take it out and then add the rest of the other ones, and then take the cassava out so we can start our process for the fufu. Alright. Okay. Let's come check it out. Our soup is ready. I'm about to cover it up. What are you cooking? Peanut butter soup and fufu. Peanut butter soup and fufu. The soup is ready, y'all. Woo! I can't wait to eat this crab. I'm gonna be real happy tonight. Alright, our soup is ready. Our plantain should be ready too. So let's come and take it out. I like to put my plantains in like a paper towel so it can capture a lot of the oil. Ooh, this is too big for this. Y'all see this beauty? Do y'all see how pretty this look? This how plantain should look, okay? Y'all see this? This is beautiful. And the reason why the oil look like that is because I used it to fry chicken in there. I don't waste my oil right away. I use it to fry chicken, and I like for the flavor from the chicken to fry my plantains and stuff with, or I use it to like cook stew with it. So if you're wondering why the oil look like that. And then I fry onions and herbs and things like that in my oil. Give it that extra flavor. All right, let's go ahead and put the rest of the plantains in here. All right, let's check on this. This is our plantain back there. Let's see if it is nice and cooked. See if this cassava. Oh yeah, I think they're ready. I definitely think it's ready. think it's ready. Let me try this out. Let me get a plantain. See if it's cooked. It's like it's soft, but it's not as soft as I would like. Let me wash this bowl. We're about to get our fufu making. It's about to start making our fufu. Looks amazing. Thank you. Please continue to like the stream, y'all. Thank you. Thanks for liking. Thanks for being on here with me today. Thank you. Alrighty, let me get all of the things we need. What is fufu? Fufu is like a dough. It's like a dough-like consistency that is made with yams or yams or cassava or plantains, or it's like a dough-like consistency. I can explain it. But you're about to find out. And you eat it with like different African soups and stews. You about to find out what fufu is today. Okay? We about to make our own. We are about to make our own. I saw somebody making it with I'm sorry, y'all. Something really weird just happened to my phone. But we're so back. I hope y'all can see me. We are back, y'all. All right. Okay. We're back. Hopefully, everybody else can join us that was watching with us. I don't know what happened. Something really weird happened. But we are back. I have to make sure I come back on here and finish this with y'all, okay? And we are going to be using this. We are going to be using this, y'all. We're going to be using this. We are going to be using this today. Rinse it. I think my phone is getting like overheated. I think my phone is getting overheated. That's why the stream is acting weird. I think it's time. It's time. All right. We are about to get started. Let me move this plantain around. Let's see. What's this break? All right. Let's see what this plantain is looking like. Just make sure that it's ready. Okay, it's cooked. It's cooked. Perfect. Perfect. The cassava is a little hard though. I hope it works out. All right, y'all, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers, it works out. Let me get the rest of them. So this is what it looks like. This is the cassava and the plantain. I'm just gonna drain the water out. Alrighty, here we go. So I'm gonna put the plantain and the cassava inside of this. This is a food processor that I'm using. So we get all the plantains out. I can't wait to see what this tastes like. I hope it tastes good. I'm crossing fingers. Ooh, it's hot. Have you guys tried this before? For some of you guys that eat fufu, have you made it like this before? Because in Africa, we don't put it in the blender. We put it in the mortar, which I will transfer to it after I'm done with the blender. I'm gonna transfer it into the mortar and beat it. Ouch. Woo! Don't be like me, y'all. Wait till it cools down. All right. Hey, if you're just now joining us, let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Don't forget to like the stream, okay? We're about to make our very own. We're about to make our very own fufu. I can't wait to see how it's gonna turn out like. I'm gonna start small and then see what it's like after. Okay. Oh my gosh, is the video breaking up? Oh, I can't wait to see. This is about to be so interesting. Alright, I'm gonna put some plantains in there. And then the rest of it, I'm gonna do it separate. Alrighty. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. Have you guys tried this before? Let me know in the comments. Have you tried this before? Let's see. The plantain is, the fried plantain is almost ready. Let me taste it. Mmm. Okay. I like it. It's good, y'all. I'm about to It is actually really good, y'all. It's actually good. Wow. This is crazy. I want to put it in here and see what it end up tasting like. So y'all see what I mean? Y'all see what I mean when I say like it's like a doughy. It's like kind of like a dough. It's like a dough-like. 1 second, let me see. All right. I am really surprised at how good this tastes. You gotta be careful though, this thing is. Oh my gosh, y'all, the plantain is burning. I need to take it out. All right, our plantain is done. We just need to make our fufu. All right, all done. Look at it, look at it. Very delicioso. Okay, that's it. The plantain is done. Let's get back to this project that we have over here. Let's get back to our project. I have the taco. Alrighty. Let's get back to what we got going on over here. I just can't believe at how well this turned out. Like I really just made I made plantain cassava fufu in the blender. How cool is that? Wow. This is so cool, man. I don't even have to beat it in the mortar because it's already like has the consistency that I'm looking for. Wow. Wash my hands. Because I need to use my hands to get this out. Whew. never catch me buying that powder fufu anymore, where half of it is pretty much potatoes. All right, let me show y'all how we do it in the motherland. Okay. Put a little bit of water around it so it don't stick too much. Let me wash the pestle. So this is the mortar and the mortar pestle. So we're gonna beat it. Okay. Wow. Let me see if y'all can see what I'm doing. It's a lot of work, y'all. But this is how they do it back home. They won't even put it in a blender. They'll just beat it like that until it turns into a paste like this. Okay. Whew. Okay, the next one, I ain't doing this. This is too much work. I can't believe I'm doing this on live. This is so funny. Ooh, child. Let's see what y'all in here talking about. Fufu is West African. Yes. Yep. But yeah, so y'all see all the work that goes into trying to eat healthy. That's why people just give up and go the easy route, but then you end up eating a bunch of mess. All right, y'all, I'm tired, y'all. I think this is gonna be the best I could do with this. It's a good consistency. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I'm very happy with how it turned out. If you ever get one of these things, be very careful with your fingers so you don't end up mashing it up. Okay? Alright, y'all. Now I'm about to prep it. Let's see. Too much work, okay? It's too much work. That's why people always go the easy route. But you know, the easy route is not always the healthiest. All right, I'm about to prep the fufu, and then I'll show you guys what the fufu looks like with the peanut butter soup. It's too much work, okay? Too much. All right, so I am going to use this plastic wrap, and we are going to use that to mold the fufu in it. But you know, the fufu was a good consistency after it came out of the blender. It was a good consistency. I was just trying to see if it would be better if pounded in here, which I still think it would be better if it was pounded in there. I feel like the softness and the softness and the smoothness would be better when it's pounded in the mortar versus the whatchamacallit, versus the blender. I'm just gonna put that in here. I can't wait till my husband tries this. And see what he thinks. All right, so here's our beautiful little fufu. Okay. And then I'm gonna put it in this bag. This is like one of those bags that keep the food hot or cold. Have you made this before? Yes. But this is my first time making the combination of the plantain and the cassava together. Usually I'll just make either or. But today I made a combination, which is typically what we do in Liberia. Oh my goodness. This is gonna bother me. Okay. This is so exciting. By the way, this is extremely filling. So if you're gonna eat this, get ready to take a nap. It's very, very filling. You know, plantains and cassava has a lot of carbs, but these are complex carbs. How cute is this? Too stinking cute. I can't take it. I can't take it. I like the combination of the cassava and the plantains better when it comes to the fufu. I don't really like yam fufu because I don't really care for the taste of yams, but I really like cassava mixed with the plantains. But I know that Nigerians eat yam fufu more than anything else. Okay. What is cassava? Cassava. Cassava is also known as yuca. So if you're familiar with yuca, the plant, um, that's what I'm talking about. All right, we have one last batch to go, but this batch I'm not going to beat it in the mortar. I'm just gonna blend it, and that's gonna be about it. So y'all pray for me. And me, I'm that type of person. I don't like my fufu too soft. So for some of you guys that eat fufu, you may be like, oh my gosh, the fufu is not very soft. I don't like my fufu soft. I like it very firm. Make sure it's mixed well enough. It don't look like it's mixed well though. This one is not mixed very well. It needs to be blended some more. I could probably put a little bit of water in here, but I don't want to make it too soft. This one's a little softer, but it's fine. Let it go a little bit more. much better. It's not as smooth as the other one, but it's better. All right, let's wrap it up, and then we're gonna be all done, y'all. I've been having y'all on here forever. We're gonna be all done. Happy Sunday. If some of you guys are just joining. That's the only thing about this. It's so messy. Golly. So freaking messy. It's messy, but it's easy to clean up. So that's the only good thing about it. It's so messy. Versus, you know, using, they have, for some of you guys that may not know, they have Fufu powders that you can make. It's so much easier to do, to make from the powders. But the fresh ones, you know, just always taste better. It always tastes better. And then also a lot of these companies are starting to like skim on the ingredients. They're like adding filler ingredients like potatoes instead of, let's say they'll say this is plantain fufu, and if you go read the ingredients, it's not just plantains that's inside of it. You'll notice that they got potatoes and stuff like that as fillers, and it's really annoying. So if you want to eat something 100% authentic, you really got to make it yourself. So, but of course the powders, they're there, is way more easier than this nonsense I got going on here. But I just wanted to show y'all how I make my fufu with my blender. Okay, let me wash my hands and then we can wrap this up. And then we could taste the peanut butter soup with the fufu. Have you guys ever tried fufu and peanut butter soup? For those of you guys that are watching, do we have any Africans in the house? Any West Africans? Or have y'all tried it from one of your West African friends? I'm so glad my soup is done. This This is the last thing. All right, last one. So rolling it up in this plastic wrap is just to form it into a ball and make it easier to work with. Because we will absolutely be eating with our hands today. So for some of you guys that get offended by other cultures eating with their hands, this might be your time to exit stage left. Because I love eating with my hands. Once you're done, you want to go ahead and just soak all of the things that you use for the fufu. When you soak it in water, it makes it easier to clean. Like, soak it for some time. It just makes it way more easier to clean. This is so cool. Got my fufu. Alright, y'all. Now y'all see what fufu is. We are about to heat it. So putting it in here is just going to keep it warm. So when people come and they want to eat, it's nice and warm and ready. Alright, I'm about to take these gloves off and wash my hands. Okay, wash my hands. So we're about to dish out the soup. What the heck? Why is my finger looking like that? Oh, it's so strange. I just feel like that. Nice and clean. bowl. You want to make sure you got yourself a nice size bowl so that you could put everything that you want to eat in there. I'm going to use one of these. Okay. Let's see how easy and nice it looks. See? I'm gonna put that in a bowl. Not bad, not bad. Now, let's go put some soup in there. Let's go put some peanut butter soup in there. And then I'll let you guys go. I just want y'all to see the final product, what it should look like. See them crabs in there? I cannot wait. I love me some crabs. I love me some crabs. Alrighty. I'm gonna give me some crabs. Oh, I love my crabs. Okay. I'm gonna give me some chicken feet. I want some fish. Where is that? Oh, this is the dry fish. I want some fresh fish. Where my fish at? Without breaking it up. Oh, I think there's a fish right here. This might be the back piece. Woo. Let's see why I like this fish. It don't break up too much. I'll put some soup. Look at the okra. And this is it, y'all. This is our fufu and okra. This is our fufu and okra, all made from scratch. Okay, so y'all gonna see how I eat it. This is how I eat mine. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. My phone literally went off, which is extremely strange. Very, very strange. You made this in a blender? I did. Too much. Right there. Have you made? Right there. Da, 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 da. Okay. For those of you that are left, sorry, my phone went off, which was really strange. But let me hurry up so I can let y'all go because it's late. We've been cooking since 6 o'clock. All right, though. So in Liberia, We say, my people, yo, let's eat, oh, yo, let's eat. And today we made peanut butter soup and fufu from scratch. And that's how we invite, people to come and dine with us. So we got fish, chicken feet, some smoked fish, dry fish, and then we have some crabs in here and some regular fresh fish. Okay? So my hands are clean, washed my hands. Gonna grab the fufu. You're gonna dip it in the soup. And then you're gonna enjoy it. All that herbs. Ooh, this is spicy. The herbs and all of the things we have going on in here. This is really good. And I really want to enjoy this. So I'm about to hang up on y'all and go put my show on and eat. Okay? But I literally made my fufu from scratch in my blender. And we just made some delicious peanut butter soup. So I hope you guys try it out. If you try it out, let me know. I'm washing my hands. If you try it out, let me know. I need to eat my crabs and eat my fish. I need to be comfortable while I'm eating this. I'm about to take my kids' food out so they can eat, and I want to get comfortable. Okay. But thank you guys for watching with me. Let me see if y'all left any comments. Definitely let me know in the comments if you're gonna make this. It doesn't take this long to make it. It's because we're on live, but it's not something. This is like a very easy soup to make. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all enjoyed the live. If you did, leave a comment below. Let me know if you're going to try it out. Definitely don't forget to watch the video that I posted today showing you guys how to grow your cantaloupes. The best practices to growing your cantaloupes so you can get those big, juicy melons, okay? So definitely check out that video if you haven't done so already. And I will catch y'all later. Happy New Week. Happy Sunday. Remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be in this moment. Happy gardening and happy cooking and happy eating. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me today. See ya later.